You call it that the speaker, he was an atmospheric scientist, a person who says that he has done the optics, he has done the atmospheric science. Where from it has come? The roots are that, the inspiration, the insight that Swamiji, what he had shown. And what all that is nothing but, it is Swami Harshanji, he was so nice, kind to tell, Murthy is a student of Swami Vivekananda. I am so happy. None of my degrees, none of my intellectual gymnasiums and all the other things, but a monk calling Murthy is a student of Swami Vivekananda. I am a qualified student of Swami Vivekananda, trying to become a qualified student of Vivekananda. You see the greatness of that great Swamiji. So the speaker, if he talks from here, something, but if he talks from here, yes, that is the only thing. If I could stand for 40 years in the organizations and 40 years of doing the things, what people they said that cannot be, has been done, and stand in front of you, I wanted to share this one. If a transformation has, it is the information. Information is different from the transformation. I got the information, but the transformation has come only because of Swami Vivekananda. And the inspirations that I draw from his scientific investigation, scientific mind, that is the whole truth of that one. I tell you, my dear friends, I tell you. And then Swami, next slide please. Doubt not, my dears, after talking all these things, because what Einstein, he said, there is no logical way to the discovery of elemental law. There is the only way of intuition, which is helped by a feeling of the order lying behind the appearance. The great Einstein himself, he says, if at all any discovery, creative mind has to come, it is the intuition alone. And any of the Nobel laureates, I can tell you, so many people, what they say is that it is the intuitive feeling that I got. But that intuitive feeling, the intuitive science, intuitive creativeness, the yogas, the Upanishads, they have done. And Swami Vivekananda is the personification of the thing, and he told on the powers of the mind, which you might have read already. And then, next slide, please. Next. Would you like to be, yes, wouldn't you like Swami Vivekananda as a role model for your creative minds? Won't you like to have? You need to have a role model. And you are pursuing the science. And you have seen what Swamiji has said and how it became so, a metamorphism it has taken place. A transformation it has taken place globally. Wouldn't you like to have Swami Vivekananda as a role model for you, my dear friends? Doubt not, my dear. There is, if at all, a periodical shift in your thinking that what Swami Vivekananda has brought a periodical shift in the thinking of the minds, of combining of the East and West, and then a synthesis of that one, that what he has brought, that has revolutionized the whole thing. There is no doubt such a great personality being a role model for us. So I doubt. Next one, please. Now this is again all the words in summarized in the words of Swami Vivekananda. So at this stage, my dear friends, may he bless you all with this creative power in your chosen fields and be torchbearers for the generations to come. And make the globe a place to live with rejoice. It is my earnest prayer. It is prayer to the invoking the blessings of the Holy Trinity and especially Swamiji. And a person, true representation. Swamiji is sitting over here. I offer all these things or this particular feelings of emotions of the things of what I wanted to go and tell to the public at the feet of the Swamiji. Thank you very much. Thank you. One question, what are the ways or means by which we can encourage people to use their intuition and bring out their creativity. The second part of the question, I think answer is there already. I hope, how to bring out their creativity. The creativity, I said already, it is you have to have a broad canvas of the subject of whatsoever it is, whether it is management or whether it is medical or whether it is your science or so whatsoever it is. Have on a particular topic on which you would like to have the solution, a meditative, concentrated mind. After having that one, when the flash comes, with pure, uncolored mind, have the ability to capture that flash that brings the innovative creativeness that gives the solutions. No doubt about that one. So that is the answer. What are the ways and means by which we can encourage people to use their intuition? If somebody says, I don't want to be creative, what we can do? Some people, they say, I don't want to be creative. Then how I can encourage such persons to become intuitive? I don't know. I leave it to the questioner himself. The other answer also I tell. You can take the horse to a river bed, but can you make the horse to drink it? Or I tell you, one child, before going to the sleep, he went and asked the mother, Ma, you wake me up at midnight and feed me. Why? I'll feel hungry. So you feed me. Then mother, he said, my dear child, I don't need to wake you up. If you feel hungry, automatically you will wake up. So those who want to be creative, automatically they will look for the intuition. My dear friends, no doubt about it. Out of that one, there is no way other than the meditation and concentration. I understand from the teachings of Swamiji that we all have to increase our intellectual capacity by increasing the intuitive power. Now, I assure the ideal case that all of us are coming over to the intuitive capability experiments and discoveries grow faster to such an extent that one day anything is found out and science ends. From there, we then have nothing to do. So I think it is all the predetermined for how much we are intuition and how such science will progress. So why should we worry about it now? Oh, what a wonderful question it is. If we do all the things, nothing will be left for the science to do. I can only tell, Purnamada, Purnamidam, I don't want to complete it. If we take out the infinity from infinity, the remaining is infinity. But for a questioner, if infinity is taken from infinity, it is zero. For him it is zero, for me it is infinity. X minus x is equal to 0. So if all science through intuition, if it is done, no science is left, no science. That is one way. But if I take out infinity from infinity, the remaining is infinity. Still infinite science is there for infinite number of people like you.